Hello everyone. Today we are addressing a fundamental shift in the landscape of digital advertising, the reality that LTV is eating performance. We are witnessing the definitive end of simple conversion count bidding. As Meta PLTV and Google value rules take center stage, the optimization target for sophisticated advertisers is moving rapidly from how many conversions to how much future value. Both major platforms now allow you to bid on predicted worth rather than raw counts, provided you can feed them the right signal. In this session, we will explore how to move from counting to valuing, shifting your focus toward predicted LTV to unlock a superior level of performance that drives actual business equity. The core problem we face today is that conversion count bidding often buys the wrong kind of growth. When our optimization target is simply a conversion, the algorithm treats every buyer as identical. This leads to a race to the bottom where the algorithm optimizes for cheap, one-time sales, rather than the high-value customers who actually fund the long-term health of your business. On the left of this comparison, you see a model where a one-time discount seeker sends the same signal as a loyal repeat customer. You end up buying volume, not value. Conversely, by optimizing for value, we recognize that a 700 rupee buyer is not equal to an 11,000 rupee buyer. We allow bids to rise for high-value prospects and fall for dead ends, ensuring our spend follows the money. Why have both Meta and Google pivoted to value simultaneously? It wasn't a coordinated effort. It was a convergence based on a shared realization. A raw conversion is a terrible proxy for a customer. There are three pillars to this shift. First, both platforms bid on value now, optimizing for predicted worth rather than raw counts. Second, you must supply the signal. The platforms do not know your internal margins or repeat rates. Only you can provide that context. Finally, the pipeline is the moat. While any advertiser can technically flip a switch for value bidding, the true competitive edge lies in maintaining a clean LTV signal that your competitors cannot replicate. The platforms no longer ask, did they convert, but rather, what will they be worth? Implementing this strategy requires a robust value-based toolkit that spans both ecosystems. This isn't just a single button, it's a technical stack. For Meta, we utilize PLTV to send predicted lifetime value for optimization. For Google, we use value rules to adjust conversion value based on audience, location, or device. We move toward TRS bidding to point platforms at return on value targets instead of simple cost per acquisition. The essential plumbing involves KPI and enhanced conversions to carry that signal server-side efficiently. Furthermore, we must integrate offline and CRM imports to correct the machine learning models with real-world realized value. The common thread is clear. The tools are only half the game. The quality of the value signal you feed them is the other half. Building the data pipeline to feed these platforms is where the real competitive advantage is built. The hard part was never flipping the switch to value bidding. It is producing a signal you trust and delivering it cleanly. The process follows four logical steps. First, build your LTV model by predicting customer value from history using cohorts, RFM, or machine learning. Second, attach that predicted value to each conversion event the moment it fires. Third, pipe that data to both platforms consistently via Meta KPI and Google Enhanced Conversions. Finally, switch your bidding strategy to value optimization. My advice is to start simple, even a basic 3-tier value signal. Categorizing users as high, mid, or low value beats sending flat conversion counts every time. However, value-based bidding is powerful and unforgiving. There are 5 main ways this strategy can break if not managed carefully. First, sending raw first-order revenue instead of true LTV changes nothing. It must be a real future value prediction. Second, inconsistent definitions between Meta and Google lead to you optimizing for 2 conflicting goals at once. Third, too little volume can be fatal. Value optimization requires enough conversions for the algorithm to actually learn the signal. Fourth, be wary of stale models. LTV predictions decay as consumer behavior shifts, so a model built last year may misread today's buyers. Finally, never skip the incrementality check. High-end platform value might just be reporting customers you would have won anyway. Always validate your results with holdout tests. We conclude with the value-based bidding playbook. This is a continuous cycle of modeling, piping, and optimizing. Start by pulling 12 to 24 months of purchase history to predict value, starting with simple tiers before moving to complex ML. Once modeled, attach that value to each event and pipe it server-side to keep your definitions identical across both platforms. Finally, optimize by switching to value-based bidding and ensuring enough volume for the ad sets to learn efficiently. Remember to refresh your models and run holdout tests quarterly to ensure accuracy. Conversion count bidding buys you sales, but value-based bidding buys you a sustainable business. By feeding both platforms the true value of your customers, you transform your advertising into a high-performance engine for growth. Thank you. If your advertising isn't delivering the results you expect, the problem may not be the budget, it may be the strategy. At Namster Marketing, we help businesses turn advertising into a predictable growth engine. Book a free consultation with our team, and let's explore how we can help scale your results.